Hey everyone, welcome to Lux Leads. If you're in the tree service business and want to know how to create effective Google Ads to get more customers and grow your business, you're in the right place because today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process for setting up and optimizing Google Ads specifically for tree service companies. So whether you're just starting with Google Ads or you've been running campaigns and you haven't seen the results you want, this guide is going to give you all the tools you need to run successful ads and bring in more leads. Now, if you're new to Google Ads and you're not sure how they work or what to do in them, Google Ads is the most powerful tool to grow your tree service business. Because think about it, when someone has a fallen tree in their yard, or they need trimming services, they're not just waiting around scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or TikTok looking for tree service companies. They're going straight to Google and they're searching for help right now. So that's where you can see these ads right here. Your ad will show up right at the top where customers are ready to book a service with you. They'll click on your ad and give you a call for your tree service company. So again, in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a high converting Google Ads campaign specifically for tree service companies. We'll cover everything from finding the right keywords to writing ads that actually get clicks and how to target people in your local area. Plus, I'll share some insider tips from Lux Leads to make sure that your budget goes farther and your campaigns perform better than your competition. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this. So what you're going to want to do is when you log into your Google Ads account, you're going to want to go ahead and click New Campaign. Now, if you need to know how to make a Google Ads account, just go ahead and search it up on Google. Really simple. It'll walk you right through. And as soon as you make that account, go ahead and make a new campaign. Okay? Then you're going to want to select leads because that's what we're going to be looking for with this Google campaign is we're going to be looking for leads, we're going to be looking for phone calls, we're going to be looking for customers. You can also do website traffic. I can see that working as well because at the end of the day, if your website, if your landing page is going to be converting customers, you can get away with doing website traffic because obviously you're going to be getting more website traffic with that. Okay, and as for goals, you could just do phone call leads and contacts. Your goals may look different to mine, but don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do phone call leads and contacts or just phone call leads. That'll work as well. And then for campaign type, you're going to want to do search for local businesses. In case you don't know exactly what a search campaign is, it's going to look like this, where it looks like a website. But these are actually ads. As you can see, it says sponsored up here. And these Google ads are going to be placed near the top because you're essentially paying to be at the top of the search engine for your local area. So we're going to want to do search campaigns. Just to kind of give you a background on how the other ads work, for Performance Max campaigns, I could see them working in like a smaller city, maybe sub 80,000 or so, 50,000. But the thing is with Performance Max is you're going to be giving essentially the keys to your car to Google, and they're just going to take your car for a spin. They're going to take you all across the city. They're going to take you to all type of places. You're going to spend a lot of money, essentially. And if your goal is not to spend a whole bunch of money, Performance Max is probably not what you're going to want to do because you got to see it in this way. Google is a business and their main source of income is running ads. So Google obviously wants to get as much money as it possibly can from ads. So next is display ads. And with display ads, they're essentially those ads that you see when you search up like a blog, when you're reading through a blog, or some other type of website. You'll see an ad, either like a banner on the bottom or an ad on the side of the website. And essentially those are just display ads. Now, chances are the clicks, especially for a local service-based business, it probably isn't the best option because you're getting across 3 million sites and people may just be looking at how much a tree costs to get it removed, which is not really a buyer. It's not really a buyer search term, and they're not really looking for your service. They're just looking through a website and happen to click on your lead. So it's not going to be as high converting. Shopping, obviously, that's just for e-commerce stores and online stores, and don't have to worry about that. Video ads, I could see that working for maybe something like solar or maybe even roofing if they do multiple states. But just for local service-based tree service, probably not the best option. And demand gen, don't even worry about demand gen. So go ahead and click search and then select the ways you like to reach your goal. This, you don't really have to worry about it right now. So you can just go ahead and click continue. And you can name your campaign name whatever you feel is necessary. I usually just put the name of the company and then the city. And then go ahead and press continue and then press start new. Okay. So for bidding, what do you want to focus on? Essentially, you can either do conversions or clicks. However, since the campaign is so new and it doesn't really have any data on what really gets a conversion, I usually start with clicks and I let the ad get data for 1 to 2 weeks, just so we can know exactly what's converting and what's not. And then I'll go ahead and switch it over to conversions. But since the ad's just starting, I usually just go ahead and go with clicks. But you can also do conversions at the beginning. At the end of the day, you're going to be optimizing your ad. You're going to be working on keywords. You're going to be adding negative keywords. You're going to be taking out search terms. So you're going to be fixing the ad regardless, and you're going to know what a conversion is. So either one of these are honestly fine, clicks or conversions. Go and press next. Okay, so now what you're going to see is networks, and you're going to just want to go ahead and uncheck these boxes. Just long story short, the clicks that come from these just aren't really high converting. They do cost substantially less, but that's just because they're not as high converting. So most of your buyers are going to be coming from directly from Google, so we just want to focus on Google's search page. But yeah, I would go ahead and uncheck both of those, search network and display network. Okay, so now you go over to locations, and what you want to do is you want to click this drop down that says location options, and then you're going to want to press on presence people in or regularly in your included locations. So that way you're going to be targeting people actually in the city you want to market to. You're not going to be marketing to people outside of your city. You might find that you get more clicks. However, those can be marketers. Those can be people just interested in tree service for whatever the reason is, but not looking to get it actually done. So you just want to focus on people actually in your city looking for your service. And then after that, you're going to want to go ahead and enter in your location that you're looking to target. Okay. You can even do zip codes. If you're in a bigger city like San Diego, Los Angeles, Houston, right? You know, any of the major cities, what you can do to really minimize cost is you can go after specific zip codes or specific sub-cities inside the city and just target those cities. Granted, they have enough search volume. Obviously, you get a lot of business out of that area. So you could target those cities, which will actually bring your cost. Because if you target an entire city like San Diego, you're going to find that your cost per click is going to be really expensive because you're in a market where there's millions of people. Obviously, there's going to be hundreds of other tree servicemen. And obviously, with more competition, the more expensive the ad is. And you guys know how it works, supply and demand. So if you want to save money, and you've been working in that city for a while, so you know which areas are your best areas, what zip codes, what neighborhoods are your best areas, go ahead and run ads in those areas, and you'll save money on your cost per click. But if you have a budget, if you are on top of your numbers, and you want to target, the entire city, by all means, go ahead and do that. Okay, so then you want to go ahead and scroll down. For audience segments, I wouldn't really worry too much about it right now. And for broad match keywords, go ahead and scroll past those. what you want to do is you want to go down here to more settings, and then what you're going to want to do is, I mean, if you have an end date, if you want to run it for a month, you can set an end date. However, if you plan on running this long term, you can go ahead and just leave that blank. And then you can click on ad schedule, because Google's automatically going to run your ad 24 hours, 7 days a week. Obviously, you're not working 24 hours, 7 days a week. So you're going to want to set either, Monday through Fridays. If you only want to work certain days, if you're targeting the entire city, you only want to do it for a couple days, just so you don't blow a lot in your budget. But you want to make sure that you do it whatever your schedule is and whenever you have somebody on the phone, because you don't want people to call your Google ad and then nobody pick up. It's the worst thing you can do. Now, obviously, sometimes if you call a customer back and you follow up enough, they're going to answer and tell you that they still need the job done. But as you know, in business, when a person calls your business, if you don't pick up or answer in the next 5 minutes, chances of actually getting that customer drop down significantly. So make sure that you have whatever your schedule is. You either have your phone on you, you have somebody answering your phone, and yeah, you just want to make sure that you're answering those calls. So after you're done with that, you can go ahead and click next. And then, oops, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and just do that so it lets me go through. Okay. So now, with this, I mean, you could try it out. I like to just keep it old school. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Personally, I haven't tried this yet, but you could try it to just help you create assets and keywords. I don't see no problem with it. Just make sure that the keywords are obviously buyer intent, and that the keywords are something that people want, like tree removal, tree service, tree trimming, stump grinding, things like that. So now you'll see here, this is actually the keywords section. So what you're going to want to do, you can put your URL in, and then it will find all the keywords based on your website or based on your landing page, whichever you put in there. You can use those keywords. What I like to do for keywords is I like to separate them by ad groups. So what you're going to want to do is you can make this ad group, let's just say tree service in general, right? And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to put each keyword either exact match and or phrase match. Sorry about that. And if you're not familiar with broad match, phrase match, or exact match, I'll go ahead and just put a quick crash course for you. Essentially, broad match is anything. Say you put broad match tree service, which would just look like this. Just flat out tree service. That is, to Google, that is a broad match keyword, which means that anything related to tree service, it will show your ad to. So if someone types in, let's give an example of, what's a random thing that has to do with tree service? Oak tree cut down. I don't know. Something that has to do with tree service that's not really somebody looking for tree service, it may show your ad, which you may get clicks that don't convert into leads, which may cause your cost to go up. So we stay away from broad match when we're doing local service-based business. So we stay away from that. What we like to do is either do phrase match, which looks like this, with the quotations around it, or exact match, which looks like this, with the brackets around it. Now, what phrase match is essentially anything that's in this phrase will be searched up. So if you put tree service phrase match, and Google is like kind of stretched the idea of what's phrase match means, but in general, what it means is whatever that phrase is. It could be tree service near me, tree service San Diego, tree service company, tree service contractor, tree service, whatever it is, it will show your ad towards that because it's matching the phrase of it. So it's basically any continuous sentence from that, it'll match it. So what I like to do is, actually, let me explain exact match real quick. So exact match is literally just that. So what you'll be typing in exact match is literally just, if someone types in tree service and nothing else, then your ad will show up. It will not show up for anything else. So what I like to do is I like to do phrase match for the broad terms. And then I'll use a keyword tool like Ahrefs, SEMrush, or Google keyword tools to find out any long-tailed keyword in my area that I want to market to that's getting search volume. I'll do exact match. So let's say tree service San Diego is getting a lot of click. I'll do that. I'll do an exact match of that. Or tree service contractor near me. That's a long-tailed keyword, and if that's getting search volume, I'm doing an exact match of that, right? So yeah, so what I like to do is I like to separate each ad group by each different service that I'm offering, and then I like to come down here and do phrase match and exact match. Phrase match for the more broader terms, exact match for the more long-tailed keywords. And yeah, and then once you're done with making all your ad groups, you can go ahead and scroll down, and then you'll see the final URL, which is where you want to put your landing page. Display path, I like to just put, either free estimates or tree service or tree removal, whatever the ad group is. And then for calls, you can go ahead and link your phone number. Go ahead and link your business phone number here. And then next is your headline. So what you want to do is you obviously want to show your main services. Also, if you can think of some sort of offer that your other clients, or not your other clients, that your competition isn't doing to separate you from them, these are where you want to put them in your headlines. So I guess, for example, we can do, free estimates. Let's say, free removal, right? Get them to click on your ad and, just convert them over the phone for a deal. And then, you tell them what it's required to get that offer, right? You just get more clicks, you get more calls, you get more potential customers. So just, think really good. You want to fill up every single headline. I believe it's about 15. You want to fill up every single headline. It could be just filler words like excellent, tree service, things like that. Just know that you're going to be competing with other people, especially if you're in a major city. So the better you can make these headlines, the better you'll have of a chance of more people clicking on your ads. And then you want to go ahead and go to descriptions. Now descriptions also are pretty important. You can also put your offers in here. I actually have a couple of descriptions that I use for most of my niches that work really well. If you want me to send you those, go ahead and shoot me an email down below, and I'll go ahead and just shoot you guys over that for free. So yeah, you can fill up all 4 descriptions as well. You can use AI as well with descriptions. Yeah. And then images, if you do have images for your business, that'll be well to add here. Just make sure it meets Google's quality standards. They're very picky on that. If you have business photos that you want to add, you can go ahead and add those here. Before and after is great. Working, great. All those photos, great, man. Business name, you can put that in here as well. Your business logo, if you want to put that, you can do that as well. Your business logo, site links. If you're using your whole page for the landing page, you can use this. At the end of the day, what this is going to do, it's going to give you more real estate on the Google ad. Now, if you look here, you can see that this ad here is bigger than this ad. It's because they have these site links here. These are different site links. So what you can do is if you're building a landing page for each ad group, you can make these site links on your landing page to give you that much more real estate on the ad, which makes people click more because you're just in their face more, essentially. So if you could do that, go ahead and do that. It'll add more real estate, which will get you more eyes, which will get you more clicks. And call outs. Okay, and for your call outs, you can also add call outs as well. These are essentially, you can add more incentives for people with your business if they want to, same day service, same day estimates, free estimates, things like that. You can add that to callouts as well. It'll just add more juice to your ad. Okay, if you look down here, these aren't as detrimental, but if you do have promotions or you want to add your prices, you can do so. Maybe not, I wouldn't necessarily recommend prices, but you can do that as well. Promotions, structure snippets, and if you have lead forms and you want to put that right on the Google app, you can do so there. Okay, and then after that, you just want to click done. By the way, on your PC or your computer, it's going to be showing you when you're typing in those headlines, it's going to be showing you what those headlines look like on the ad, so you can test different headlines, see how they look, and then be good on that. Okay, so now you just want to go next to the next. Now it's just the budget. And honestly, what I like to do, you can go ahead and ignore what Google recommends. And then you just kind of just want to think, okay, what is my budget? If you click conversions, it's going to be look a little bit different than this. It's going to say daily, but what you want to do is you want to just calculate, okay, how much do I want to spend a month? And what I recommend to really get good data and really understand what converts to a lead, what you're getting clicks for, I would recommend at least $1,500. Now, obviously, if you want to go more aggressive and get more clicks, get more customers, then you can go up to 2,000, etc., as high as you really want to. But if you just want to test it out, get some good data, get some good calls coming in, go ahead and do 1,500 for that. And then what that's going to do is you want to calculate, okay, so what's my daily budget then? How many, if you're doing clicks in the beginning like I did, you can go ahead and calculate, okay, well, if I have $1,500 a month, I do it 5 days out the week, Monday through Friday. There's 4 weeks in a month. That means that there's 20 days. I guess to equal 1,500, I would just do 1,500 divided by 20. Which is 75, so you can do $75 a day, right? Okay. And then you can go ahead and click next. It'll ask you if it's you. You can go ahead and confirm it with your account. For this video, I probably want to show you how to do that. And then it'll just ask you, it'll tell you your campaign's ready to publish. Go ahead and click publish, and then you can start testing it. Now, the thing is, before you want to do that, is you actually want to set up your conversions. Okay? And how you set up your conversions, I'm going to make a detailed video on how to do this. You're going to want to get the tracking info from Google, and you're going to want to put it in your header of whatever website builder you're using. For me, I use Duda. Other people use Weebly, use WordPress. There's all different types of website builders, and they all have their different way of doing it. What you want to do is go ahead and paste that tracking info into that website. So then now you can track what is converting from your website to Google Ads. I will make a more detailed video on how to do conversion tracking, because that is important so you can know what's producing your leads. But I'll do that on another day and time. Until then, guys, you guys have a great day, night, whatever it is for you. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, confused about anything, please leave a comment or shoot me an email. Also, if you guys are looking for a company to run your Google Ads, to manage your Google Ads and make sure they're producing you business, also go ahead and shoot me an email. Until next time, guys.